Don't blink, it's your way. Welcome to the show. Hope you guys are doing well, guys are having a wonderful day. Today's a bit of a touchy subject, a touchy subject nonetheless. It's not necessarily something that I want to talk about, but it's about using other people. So, listen, I got a bit of success on TikTok. Again, I'm not huge. I'm bigger in person than on social media because I'm fat as fuck. But yeah, so I have a little bit of a not necessarily fame, but I have a little bit of traction on TikTok, and yeah, I gotta say, it is incredible, kind of nuts when you realize. This video once again is about people using you. When you realize who you thought were there for you and who isn't there for you, and it's kind of nuts because you're seeing a lot of people use you. You're seeing a lot of people that you thought were friends are using you. Now, I'm not gonna name people in particular because that's not the goal. The goal isn't even close to this, but it's just a sad thing that people are trying to use other people. And again, I did a video about this about a month ago. The number of time I'm told, hey, please support me, please follow, please shout me out, people that I don't even know. And ultimately, it's, sorry about that. It's a really cool video that we're making. It's just a video that I didn't want to make because I wanted to be proven wrong. Ultimately, it's kind of cool because you got complete stranger asking you for shoutouts, and like, no, I don't know you, fuck you, I don't know you, right? And they're possibly good people, but that's not a good thing to ask. It's kind of rude, right? And so people that I don't know, I don't feel bad, but then you realize that there's a lot of people that you know and you've had a literal conversation with, and you realize that they were there more for the glory, more for the fame, because I was in a good role. Now, for whatever reason, I'm getting less follow, which is good. I'm so grateful for the one I have. I'm so grateful for the amount of people that I have behind me, which is super cool. But you're seeing people that you know are using you and kind of help it that's being hurtful. Now, the cool thing about this video is, instead of blaming people for trying to use you, you're trying to understand why they're using you. Let's try to understand why they are the way they are. And I think we all have. I think the problem also stem from society. I think that the problems stem from a very young age, stem from a competitive system at school. See, if you look at the school, right, and I'm not trying to do conspiration. I'm not trying to do like, oh, this is a huge plan from the conglomerate, from the establishment. But if you look at the sports, you're gonna have a team, and you're gonna be put in two captains that choose their team, right? And it's always gonna be the same one chosen first. It's always gonna be the same one chosen last. Guess what your boy was? Chosen last. You guys are awful. You're right, but you're awful. And then you have examen, which is in a class of 30, they all take the same exam, and then we're comparing notes. Who got the better notes, but the worst notes. The better notes will be made fun of for being a nerd. Well, in my time, and the worst notes will be made fun of for being a dumbass, right? So a lot of people, even the smarter one, would lie about it and put themselves in a second or third position. They would make on purpose to have some answers wrong, which is kind of like cool in itself, right? But what it brings is we have competition at a very young age. And although it builds up some people, it breaks down some people. Now, I'm not going to talk about how everybody should have a winning prize. Everybody should have a prize for being participating. But no, if you're a winner, you're a winner, and you get a prize for it. If you're a loser, when you lost, and it happens, you'll win next time, right? But I think this mentality, this breeding comes as kind of like a social behavior. If as a kid you didn't experience winning, you didn't experience the pride of winning, if you didn't experience the pride of establishing yourself, or the pride of being like, you know what, I did something good today, that's what I did. And because of that, you feel like you're not the best, or you don't want to be the best, because you know being the best has a lot of pressure, right? When I was growing up, I want to say 70 25% wanted to be hockey player because it was a hockey player that was popular. The rest wanted to be police officer or fireman. But it was really those three that were really predominant, right? And yeah, that was the 90s, but not everybody was a police officer. Not everybody became a firefighter. Not everybody wanted to be a. Not everybody ended up being on the athlete level. So if you don't have the mentality of, and it's a really weird feeling. It's a really weird expression. You don't have the mentality of wanting to win, but you have the mentality of wanting to be successful, right? Because not everybody that doesn't win isn't successful. Not everybody that wins is successful. So there's this weird thing that I lost the game, but I'm still successful, right? I lost the game because the other team did 21 points and we only had 17. However, I scored 10 points out of those 17. So I'm the MVP, I'm successful, right? And I lost, but I'm still successful. So I think as a behavior, I think we wanna succeed as part of kind of like a greed, but as a want to self-love, as a want to accomplishment, right? And I'm pretty sure that we worship, we admire, we trying to follow the example of people that are really successful, right? If you look at the story of YouTube, right? Let's take a look at Mr. Beast's video. Mr. Beast, he was one of the most popular, and it was a definite change in the thumbnail that was being made. There was a definite change in the content that was being made. It was a different way, and the money earned. When you look at old time YouTube, old YouTube, if you're talking about maybe 8-9 years ago, the amount of money, nobody was talking about it, and now everybody's like, yo, I make this amount of money and I'm so good, right? So the feeling, the concept behind it really changed. So it does pinpoint us to another situation where I think we all want to be successful, and I think just like hockey player, the weather's so nice today. I'm feeling guts of winds on my leg because yes, I'm wearing a hoodie, but the shorts, I'm wearing shorts or boxer. Maybe I'm not wearing pants at all. Who knows? And it is kind of cool because the hockey player, the kid that wanted to be a hockey player yesterday are now kids that want to do social media. Social media, what the fuck is that? Social media, right? And it's funny because we're facing, soon we're gonna be facing a really big problem, which is, and I don't think it's possible, but I think it might happen. We might reach a point where there's more content creator than watcher. And again, I don't think it's possible, but who knows? And you gotta understand something. And I'm not trying to be negative. People of a certain age, let's take my father, for example. My mom, she's different. My mom, she's gonna watch social media. Mostly my video, thanks, Mom. But my father is gonna watch a single YouTube video per week, or 2 videos. Gonna be looking on how to do that, how to do this, how to cook this. It doesn't consume, there's not a lot of consumption of content, right? My father isn't consuming a lot of content, so even if he was making content, the amount of thing that he consumed isn't. For example, you take a guy like me, right, who made 25,000 videos over the last 3 years, right? Like, holy shit, this guy made a lot of videos. But I'm constantly on YouTube. I'm constantly listening to YouTube. So did I consume more than 25,000 videos in 3 years? Absolutely. Am I more a consumer or am I more of a content creator? Well, technically I'm more of a content creator because the people I do listen to, the video I consume, are from the same content creator, right? So instead of supporting the masses, I support the elite or my elite. And again, reinforcing the idea of people that are successful or can get more success. I think we all want a piece of the pie. I think we all want a piece of the cake. Shout out to Lily this morning for the expression. Lily, you fucking rock. You can find her on Instagram at XICU. I4CU. C's in letters, not in words. And an X at the end. And we're talking about favorite dessert. And that's where I got the idea for pie. You see, we all want a piece of that pie, right? But, and what I'm trying to say, and I took a long time to say it, but if I put it extremely simply, we all want a piece of that pie. We all don't think that we deserve that pie. So what do? We go from the amount for the people that do get the pie. For the people that we foresee, oh man, this guy is super popular, we're gonna get that pie for sure. And sadly, very sadly, one of the nicest people. A lot of people, they tell me, hey, you're very kind, you're very kind, you're very kind. And I do think it's a compliment, but then some of the same people are asking me, hey, can you do this? I got a that's always a story that bothered me. Always a story. And I had this person, right? In life. That was my beginning of life. This is a story that really, really hurt my feelings. But again, it's social media, right? It's a sometimes a toxic place, sometimes a cruel place. Yeah. So she comes into life, right? And she's super nice for talking, and then she follows me, and I'm like, dude, it's kind of cool because I earned that follow. We were talking for 2-3 days, and then she followed me, so I'm like, wow. And when you look at her account, she doesn't follow a lot of people. I'm like super thankful. And then she rang me out of the blue, and she said, hey, can you do a video about me? I didn't quite understand what she meant. And then she was asking for a shout out. I said no. And that person unfollowed me, and I was like, you never was interested in my content. You were never interested in me. Not romantically speaking. She's fucking, I think she was like 14, 15. But it was the fact that I thought I won you over, and now it was just to use me. And it's a shame because a lot of people will see that and will say, fuck that. I don't want to get used. I'm not gonna partake. I'm not gonna push people to use me, right? But everybody's trying to using everybody. I've had a girl, Kamikaze Gaming, on TikTok, amazing person, and she wanted to play some Fortnite. I was like, it's okay if I stream, and she was like, sure. And then I know that she wasn't streaming, and she's also a content creator, so for her it was fun, for me it was work. And she's a good person, she didn't deserve that. Did I mean to be an asshole? No. Did I mean to have a good time with her? Yes. Did we mean to play together? Absolutely. But would I have played without streaming? I don't know. That makes me kind of an asshole, right? So I cannot get mad at people for trying to use me when I do things like that. I've been asking a couple people to be on videos, right? And those people are my friends, and I've been asking them. And then they say no, and I'm like, fuck, that sucks, right? But at the beginning, they didn't owe me shit. They didn't owe you. Nobody owes you something in life, right? You got bills to pay, but that's you owe. Nobody owes you shit in life. And long story short, see, I understand. I feel like people trying to use me is a detriment. People trying to use me is always going to be a shitty thing, because some of those people are truly tough friends. If you're trying to use me, right? Even if we're friends after, it's not gonna work. I had this guy, right? I'm not gonna say names. But I had this guy who was a mod on one of my streams, and at first he was there every single day. At first he was there really, really often. And this guy made a song about me. This guy did my FYP, my PFP, or my profile picture. And yeah, what I didn't realize is on his channel, he made a post about having this it's very sad because you cannot be mad at the guy. It's just a very special case. He made posts about my song. He made sort about my PFP. He also made a post about my friend, and you see the number of follows. And he blocked out the name. He blocked out the description, the bio. But he didn't block it out really well, so you can kind of see my number of followers. You can kind of see the beginning of my bio, which is super friendly Canadian content creator. When it was me, and then the goal of that video was like, hey, look at them and look at me. I don't have a lot of views. I don't get a lot of followers. I don't have a lot of views. And I was like, yeah, but you're not supposed to compare yourself to me. You're not supposed to compare yourself to you. You're supposed to do your own thing. And he kind of used the he kind of used the fact that I had more success than him, right? To look bad and to look like a victim, and people would take him in pity and would give him follows and would give him views. And when he did the PFP, I was like, oh, that's really nice. And so the fact that he lied, he was like, hey, I cannot give you gift. I want to do something for you. I'm like, you don't need to do shit for me, bro. You don't need to do, just enjoy the content. Fuck it, the rest, couldn't care less. It's like, no, I insist. He made my PFP. And what was weird, it was, I met that guy, and 3 days later, he wanted to do that at PFP. I'm like, okay, it's really nice, that's possibly it. No, he made a content. Somebody came in, and that's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful story. See, you gotta be the positive and negative, right? Somebody came in and made me a video, a song. Now, you know the craziest thing is? You know the craziest thing? That guy created an account on Instagram. A fake account. Just to show me the picture. He made a fake SoundCloud. A fake SoundCloud account. Just to show me the picture. And I'm like, dude, this is so nice. Please let me shout you out. And I was like, no, don't worry. It's a fake account. It's a fake account. Now, oh my God. I didn't listen to the story before I offered a shout out. I'm impulsive, right? Because it was so nice. I'm like, oh, let me say thank you. But I didn't know how to say thank you. So yeah, so I'm like, then I listen to the song. And I do a reaction because, again, I want to do some content. You see, that's the craziest thing. I thought somebody made a song about me. My first idea, react to it on camera. Which is content, right? That's not healthy, but that's honesty. And that guy was like, this is a fake account. This is a fake account on both Instagram and SoundCloud. So we end the conversation, and after that, I think about it. What the fuck? This is so weird. He made a fake account. And I was like, oh, maybe a troll, maybe a fucking scammer. And the song is about me, it's super nice. I do a reaction and I'm clearly enjoying the song. And I see another friend in the comments say, hey, that was me. That guy did all of that just to be nice. And I got another guy who's making me a PFP or a song. And he was kind of using it for making videos. Yeah. But at the same time, I think we're all using people. Right? I don't know. It's a shitty thing, but I think it's part of society. But if you look at it, we always been that way. We always wanted the government. Music. I'm gonna get copyrighted again. People don't give a shit about other people. See, that's not my problem. It's not my problem is I'm getting copyrighted. Of course that sucks, but my biggest issue is like, dude, you're making you have a good base, good for you. Put your fucking windows up and enjoy your music. When I go in the bus, there's nothing that I hate more than the people that are talking on speakerphone. Bro, you're bothering everybody for a conversation that is meaningless. It bothers me. Even for the government. The government were the first to say, oh, you're overtaxing us. Oh, this is not cool. Oh, you passed that law. I don't like that law. And then once in a while, they'll give you a credit of carbon. They'll give you something. They'll give you something else. They'll give you something as a gift. A way to increase your income. And then all of it's forgiven. You're like, thank you. You're using government when it's pleasing. And you're denouncing it when it's not pleasing. See, the whole video, what I'm making this whole video is for. See, I get the feeling that me being used, okay, fine, it happens. Me thinking you're a friend, but you're using me, sucks. It really sucks. It really sucks. I go to a friend's page, and if you look at their comments, there's a lot of people that they met through my streams. And you're happy for them. But then you realize that your friends added those people from your stream and they're commenting on those videos. So I don't have the time I'm following 9,000 people. I can't possibly keep up. I can't keep up. I cannot keep up. Even if half of them make content on a daily basis, I cannot keep up. That still means 4,000 videos a day. If those videos are a minute long, that's 4,000 minutes. Are you good in math? Because I am. That is more than 60 hours a day. Doesn't make any sense. Now, a day is 1,200 hours plus 240, so 2,640 hours, right? It's not even close to, it's not physically possible. And that person, my friend, went on their channel, watched the video, commented because they know that person was supporting me. And then those people are commenting on their videos, which are helping the algorithm, and not on mine. And am I happy for them? Sure. Am I happy that my friends are getting together to help each other out? Absolutely. Am I super happy that those people are working together to grow each other's accounts? I am thrilled about it. However, this is all happening behind my back. This is all happening. Maybe that's my fault. Maybe I'm not supportive enough. But it bothers me. I've had a I didn't think about this, but I've had a I had a hard pass about a month ago, and people were bullying and bullying and bullying, right? Which is okay. I mean, who gives a shit, right? It's hate comments. Everybody hates comments. It means you're successful, right? That's part of being used. It's like being used. It's part of life, part of social media and the culture of social media, because it's a culture. And I had a guy who I talked to a couple times, but not really. And he came into my DM and he wrote me one of the nice messages I've had about, hey, people are just mean. Don't worry, you're doing something good. You're working towards something positive. And that was a message that was so fucking meaningful. I did a video about it, saying thank you and reading the message aloud, because I thought that something that helped me feel better should be read to somebody else to make them feel better. The person in question saw the video. They said, thanks for the shout outs. Yeah. Then you question you one thing. Was that message truly nice, or was it just for a shout out? Right? I did a night core yesterday about heartbreak and shit like that. And I was seeing this girl, right? And I was seeing that girl, and that girl, it was working really well. Then things changed, and she constantly sent me messages like, hey, I think about you. And she constantly sending me message to make me think that there's a chance, but the way she's acting is not a chance, right? It's not every day. When she see me going away, she kind of pull me back. When she see me, I'm here. Shit. And the song that I listened to fix that, because again, music is a wonderful instrument to heal. And that song was Solitary. Better off alone without you. I think I'll be better off alone without you. I don't mind when I sleep all alone without you. And that song is about, hey, your shitty girlfriend, your shitty partner, so I think I'm better off single, right? And it can apply here too. You're a shitty friend, I'd rather have no friends. But then you thinking having no friends sucks, right? I don't know. And then I've had some wonderful people like Dofi who constantly support my content. And when I say thank you, it's like, no, you're making those videos, thank you. And I'm like, dude, I have so many good friends. Just say, I guess it's just a selection of people in your life. If you look at your favorite star, they've had shitty people. But I think the only way to end the video is with one expression. It's lonely at the top. Yeah?